You know, one thing that I find fascinating about our society and about my own journey is that we think that when emotions are coming up, or even being an emotional person, is something negative. It's not socially acceptable. It's not what's socially desired even, right? And I've always been an emotional person, and I've always seen that as a weakness. And sometimes I still might see that as, if I'm fully honest, I don't think I do anymore, actually, to be honest. I don't think, when I said it just didn't resonate anymore. So luckily, I think I've healed enough, and who knows, whatever's happened on my journey, that now I can luckily see that as a strength, as a beautiful thing about my being, about myself. And we think that emotions coming up is negative. Now, I can actually, even though I'm not saying it's easy, I'm not saying it's always pleasant, I'm not saying it's the most exciting thing in the world, but when emotions come up, I can see it as beneficial, I can see it as beautiful, as a blessing. It's always a healing opportunity, and even just the emotion itself coming up, it's a sign that a part of it, a percentage of it, if you want to put it that way, is being healed. What you're feeling, you're healing. And I love the phrase that I've used before. I love that. If we really want to heal, I love it. Get real about how you feel if you want to heal. And I didn't come up with that, by the way. It's a beautiful, incredible woman, Candace Van Dell. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but I'll put a link to her channel. Amazing work, beautiful energy, beautiful work. Please check it out. Check her channel out, because beautiful work, beautiful energy. So thank you for all the work you do. Thank you for that beautiful phrase. And I do really fully resonate with that. We gotta get real about how we feel if we want to heal. And I think emotions coming up is a beautiful thing. We can see it as purging out whatever wants to come out, whatever needs to come out, whatever wants to flow through us, and is ready and willing and able to finally come to the surface. There's that analogy that I love of the beach ball that we're trying to keep underwater. The longer we try to keep that beach ball under the water, the more tired we're gonna get. And the deeper we try to push that, which in the analogy would be the deeper that we try to suppress our emotion and hide from our wounds and suppress everything and keep everything down and hold everything down to run away from it, the deeper we try to, eventually that ball is going to explode up and fly up, and is going to be a little more challenging to deal with it. At the same time, I'm not forcing anyone to have to deal with every single beach ball, every single emotion, every single trauma, every single wound right now, because of the fear that the longer it takes, the more painful it's going to be. No, don't look at it that way. Whenever you're ready to face that, that's going to come up. And we're never going to feel fully ready anyways, but whenever it's time for that beautiful wound and opportunity to come up, to come back to the surface, for us to look at it, maybe this time, and it took me 371 times for some specific challenges that I've faced in my own life, for me to be able to say, you know what, I'm not gonna overeat or emotionally eat to suppress this. I'm not just gonna go watch a movie and completely ignore this, which are fine if you feel like you need to. But maybe this time I won't just go and watch porn and masturbate so that I can avoid this emotion that's coming up and this feeling and this wound and all these things that I want to suppress by using a distraction. So don't feel like you need to force healing, because it's a spectrum, and we can completely avoid it or completely full force 24/7 healing, which is not fun. We need to find a balance in life, and whatever that balance is for you at the time, that will always change. For me, it changes a lot. Sometimes I ignore things knowing that I'm ignoring them, and that's okay. That's what I need at the moment. Sometimes I go to the other end of the spectrum, and sometimes I just swim and navigate in between. And that's completely fine. We need to be okay with where we are on our journeys. We need to come to a place where we can accept the fact that, okay, today I'm a fucking mess. And that's all right. That's where I need to be today. That's what my heart is asking for. To just stay home and not do anything. If it's a Sunday or a day that you're not working. If that's what you need, honor that. Please honor that. If your inner child is asking for something that sounds ridiculous to the adult you, but you know that you need that right now, honor what your inner child is asking for. There's no right or wrong on this journey. There's no one specific approach that's gonna work for every single human being on planet Earth. I just share a lot of crazy shit, hoping that something resonates with you and you find your own path. But right now, I don't even know what the point of the video was. I don't even know where I was going with the video. I don't even know what I'm gonna say next. But I guess that the point that I'm trying to make, I don't know what the point that I'm trying to make is. But I'm going with the flow. Maybe that's the point. Just go with the flow. Go with what you need at the moment. But realize, this is what I started the video with, memories coming back, that emotions coming up is not a negative thing. Even if you feel like you've healed a lot. This happens a lot on my journey and people that I work with and friends and stuff. We think that we've healed so much that now negative emotions coming up, we see that as a bad thing. Am I going backwards on my journey? I thought I healed. Why am I so emotional today? It's part of the journey. Well, it's funny that we think that the journey is going to be perfectly linear. And I just heal and heal and heal. And everything gets better and better and better and better. Sometimes it's just a fucking mess. And it's okay. We need to embrace that mess. We need to embrace wherever and however our journey is going. We don't always get what we want, but maybe consider this idea that maybe we're getting exactly what we need. And I'm not saying need in a negative way. I'm saying need in a very beautiful way, in a very beautiful, empowering, healing way. What we need to become the best version of ourselves. What we need to finally get to the place of accepting ourselves, appreciating ourselves, and loving ourselves. So even going through a journey like I went through of fucking hating myself, now got me to a place where I can finally be more gentle with myself, be more compassionate with myself. And that's not 24/7, but it's shifting in a beautiful way, and I'm so grateful for that. So maybe next time that a lot of emotions are coming up, see if you can, don't force it, see if you can be a little more grateful for that. See if you can say, wow, this is a very cool opportunity for me to heal something. Even just to feel something, even just to be okay with an emotion coming up. Just breathing and slowing down, which I need to do right now in this video. I'm going fast. But maybe it's okay to be right where you are. Maybe it's okay to feel exactly how you're feeling. And maybe there's a very beautiful, empowering, healing reason why these things are coming up right now. Love you. Hope that helps.